Hi everyone, today we will talk about polynomial long division. Polynomial long division follows the same rules as real number long division. We have two main properties. The first one is that both of the polynomials must be written in decreasing order of their powers. What does it mean? For example, if the greatest power of the polynomial is x to the power of 4, then must follow x cubed, then x squared, then x to the power of 1, and then x to the power of 0. It's our first property. And the second property, if we have missing terms, it's necessary to represent them with coefficient 0. What does it mean? For example, we were given a polynomial x to the power of 4 plus 3x squared minus x plus 5. Okay, the greatest power is x to the power of 4, then must follow x cubed, then x squared, x to the power of 1, and x to the power of 0. But we don't have x cubed, and this is our missing term. That's why I must write it with the coefficient 0. How can I write it? X to the power of 4 plus 0 times x cubed plus 3x squared minus x plus 5. Let's start with an example. Example number 1. X squared minus 9x minus 10 divided by x plus 1. I see that both conditions are satisfied. That's why I can easily divide it. Minus 10 divided by x plus 1. I must get rid of the left side of my polynomial. In this case, the left side of my polynomial is x squared. By what must I multiply x to get x squared? By x. That's why I write here x. X times x will be x squared, x times 1 will be positive x. Now I just subtract them. X squared and x squared are cancelling out. Negative 9x minus x will be negative 10x. Then I put down each subsequent term one by one. Okay, now the left side of my polynomial is negative 10x. By what must I multiply x to get negative 10x? By negative 10. I write here negative 10. Negative 10 times x will be negative 10x. Negative 10 times 1 will be negative 10. Now I just subtract them. Negative 10x minus negative 10x, they are cancelling out. Negative 10 minus negative 10, they are cancelling out, and there will be 0. Okay, my answer will be x minus 10, and I write it here. Now, example number 2. X cubed minus 7x plus 6 divided by x minus 1. I see that the greatest power of my polynomial is x cubed. Then must follow x squared, x to the power of 1, and x to the power of 0. But I don't have x squared. It means that this is my missing term, and I need to represent it with coefficient 0. And I will write it as x cubed plus 0 times x squared minus 7x plus 6 divided by x minus 1 equals. Now I can easily divide it. 0 times x squared minus 7x plus 6 divided by x minus 1. I must get rid of the left side of my polynomial step by step. The left side of my polynomial is x cubed. By how much I must multiply x to get x cubed? By x squared. And I will write it here. X squared times x will be x cubed. X squared times negative 1 will be negative x squared. And now I just subtract them. X cubed and x cubed are cancelling out. 0 times x squared, what does it mean? It's 0. 0 minus negative x squared will be positive x squared. Now I put down each subsequent term one by one. X squared minus 7x. Now the left side of my polynomial is x squared. By how much I need to multiply x to get x squared? By x. I will write it plus x. X times x will be x squared. x times -1 will be negative x. X squared and x squared are cancelling out. Negative 7x minus negative x will be negative 6x. Now I put down each subsequent term one by one, plus 6. Now the left side of my polynomial is negative 6x. By how much I must multiply x to get negative 6x? By negative 6. It will be negative 6x plus 6. Negative 6x minus negative 6x, it will be 0. X minus x will be 0 too. Then the answer will be x squared plus x minus 6. And I will write it here. Now we will talk about the factor theorem. For example, we were given the polynomial p of x, and we know that the r is a root of the given polynomial. Then we can say that x minus r is a factor of the same polynomial, and p of r equals 0. Now, in order to determine whether p of x is divisible by ax minus b, we need first solve equation ax minus b equals 0 for x, and we will get ax equals b, x equals b over a. Then the second step, we must substitute b over a in terms of x in our polynomial. And the third step is, first, if answer will be 0, then p of x is divisible by x minus b. But if the answer is not 0, then the p of x is not divisible by ax minus b. Now, example number 3. We need to show that the polynomial p of x, x cubed plus x squared minus 4x minus 4, is divisible by x minus 2. First, we need to solve the equation x minus 2 equals 0, and then we will get that x equals 2. The second step, we must substitute 2 in terms of x in our polynomial. It will be p of 2 equals 2 cubed plus 2 squared minus 4 times 2 minus 4. And it will be 8 plus 4 minus 8 minus 4. The answer will be 0. Since our result is 0, we can say that the polynomial p of x is divisible by x minus 2. Now we will talk about remainder theorem. The remainder theorem is similar with factor theorem. In order to determine what is a remainder when a polynomial p of x is divided by ax minus b, first we must solve the equation ax minus b equals 0 for x. Then we will get ax equals b, x equals b over a. The second step, we must substitute b over a instead of x in our polynomial. The result, the answer that we will get, it will be our remainder. The example number 4. What is a remainder when x cubed minus 20x plus 3 is divided by x minus 4? First, we need to solve the equation x minus 4 equals 0, x equals 4. And the second step, we must substitute 4 in terms of x in our polynomial. It will be p of 4 equals 4 cubed minus 20 times 4 plus 3. 64 minus 80 plus 3. It will be negative 16 plus 3. Negative 13. Negative 13 is our remainder. Thank you for your attention.